Hi all, and thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode of Eatin' Out in Vegas. I will apologize. Last week I watched back my last video and my energy level seemed a little bit low, so I will make sure that I try and work on that and keep the energy level up for you. I think it's because I was recording at night versus recording in the day, so it had been a long day and probably a little fatigued, and it showed. This week we did 2 restaurants. So I'll need you to stay tuned so you can watch the next video. This video will be for the place called Sin City Smokers. And it's located at 2861 North Green Valley Parkway in Henderson. They do offer catering. And I did tell you I was going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I am no way trying to tell you guys not to go to this place. I think there's just a couple circumstances that just didn't make this particular visit very well. To start off with, when we first go into the place, they have a big, huge menu on the wall. And the thing that they need to, I think, kind of take a look at is their decorations. They've got tons and tons and tons of decorations all over the place, which is great. There's a lot to look at, but a lot of them are near the menu, and it's very hard to see the menu. Literally, I mean, I'm short. I'm 5'4", so some stuff is going to be inconvenient for me, but my husband's over 6 foot tall, and he even had a difficult time seeing the menu. If you walked on one side over here, you were able to see a portion of the menu over here, but they have flags hanging down from around the bar area, and it blocked off part of the menu. And then I'd have to walk over to the other side to try to see the other part of the menu, and then I've got other decorations blocking me. And then if I try to stand in the middle and I get up closer, then I got this big giant copper pig decoration that was blocking part of the menu. So I'm doing like this little dance trying to figure out what I want. Now, part of the menu, it looks like a giant chalkboard, and they have these little hooks on there that they've got the prices on. And I think that one of the main reasons for this is because they do sell out of stuff, and it seems like they sell out of stuff quite frequently. And so they'll put little sold out signs next to the item. So right away when we get up there, one of the first things sold out was the pork spare ribs. And that was one thing that we wanted to try. So, okay, bummer there. And I thought, wow, you know, they're sold out of this. It's early. It's a weekday. It was a Monday, for crying out loud, around 5 o'clock. And I think the girl had said that they, well, actually, when we got up to the deal, we decided that we were going to order the brisket instead. And then she tells us the brisket sold out too, but they hadn't put that on the menu. So I was like, wow, okay, so you're sold out of this pork spare ribs, you're sold out of the brisket, you're sold out of this other thing. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock at night. How, you know, she's, oh yeah, you know, we sold out about 2. So one of the things is if you guys go to this place, by all means, go early. Even though it was a weekday, I was very shocked that at 5 o'clock at night, the stuff was already sold out. I think, I want to say, they open at 10 a.m., so, you know, I guess they'd been open for quite a while by the time we got there, so they were sold out. Another thing that's kind of a pain is you have to pay for your meal, your dessert, your drinks, everything before you even sit down. So if you're paying with a card, I mean, this is difficult because then you're expected to put the tip at the same time, and you're technically not getting service. I mean, you're up there, you're paying for the meal. The drinks, of course, are sold by the bottle or the can, unless you get sweet tea or some sort of tea, which I think is unlimited refills. And so that was part of it that I really didn't like. And maybe it might not bother other people, you know, by all means. And they've definitely made it easy on themselves as far as cleanup. They, you know, everything is disposable. The dishes are, the containers, they're basically takeout containers, and, you know, plastic utensils and whatnot. So, I mean, they don't have to worry about hiring a dishwasher to do all these, you know, deals. So there's technically the only service that you're actually getting is when they bring you out your meal, because other than that, they don't come and check on you. They don't see if you need anything else. They don't provide any other service other than that. So what you guys decide to do with, as far as tip and whatnot, is completely up to you. Music was a little loud, so it made it a little bit difficult. There's two different areas to sit in the place. There's one area that is larger, on the floor, handicap accessible. There's another area that is up 2 or 3 stairs on kind of like a, like if you imagine a country bar, it'd be kind of like a dance floor, a very small dance floor. So there's about 5 tables up there as well. And that's where we were sitting. And like I said, the music was really loud. We were by one of the speakers. So it may not be that bad in another area of the restaurant. Now, as far as the food, the first thing, well, my husband had a smoked pork sandwich, and with it came some dill slaw. And he chose also to purchase a side of jalapeno potato salad. Now, to start off with, what he mentioned was his pork sandwich was really dry. So there was actually no flavor to it other than when you put the sauce on it of your choosing that you wanted. And they've got several different sauces that you can choose from. So I believe he ended up combining like a sweet sauce with a spicy sauce was his choosing. I just chose the spicy sauce for my stuff. The dill slaw, it didn't taste, well, it's as it says, it's dill slaw. So if you're expecting something to taste similar to coleslaw, it does not. It tastes like dill and it tastes like cabbage, and that's pretty much about it. The jalapeno potato salad. Now, I will say the jalapeno potato salad doesn't come in a container much bigger than this. Maybe a little bit taller, but not much. $2. Now, I think that's a bit much for a container that small. I mean, we're talking 3-4 bites. The potato salad's amazing. I would order it by the bucket loads if I could. I mean, it is that good. I think it's a little bit pricey for the amount that they give you. What I ended up choosing was their Pork Star Signature Sandwich. And what that was is it had macaroni and cheese on it. It had pulled pork. And again, it was another one that was just lacking flavor until I put some more sauce on it. It was actually a little on the dry side. And it was good once, you know, once I put that on there. But it just didn't taste like it was spice at all. They do give you these very large jalapenos and chopped onions. And what I did was I took and I cut up the jalapeno, laid it across the sandwich, threw the onions on there, and then it was fantastic. Then it had all kinds of flavor. We also ordered a side of shoestring French fries, and the fries are very good, I will say that, but they're not shoestring. Shoestring are tiny, stringy fries. These were like regular fries with a coated seasoning on them. So, but again, they were good. It's just their description was a little bit off. We chose to purchase 2 desserts. One was a cherry cheesecake and the other was a coconut cream pie. They come in plastic containers that you'll see in the picture coming up. The cherry cheesecake, my husband said it tasted like graham cracker crust with cream cheese and then the cherry compote. The coconut cream pie, again, it was similar. You really couldn't taste any coconut. It just seemed like graham cracker crust, some sort of bland, plain filling, and then some toasted coconut on top. And again, it wasn't very flavorful. So, you know, and I will say, when we were in there and we were dining, it was extremely hot. They had fans on. It seemed like their air was working, but it was just extremely hot in there. Overall, with everything, you know, I think it just, you know, the heat in there blocked out my appetite. I ate half of my sandwich. I took a couple bites of the pie. And then I was just done. I was ready to go home. We got boxes. We boxed it up and, you know, took it home. And I brought it home to my mom, and she ended up eating the other half of my sandwich, and she really enjoyed it. She didn't put the jalapeno and the onions on there like I did, but she did put a different barbecue sauce that we had on at home, and she liked it. She thought it was pretty neat. So, by all means, I am not, again, discouraging anybody from going here. You know, I think it is what it is. They have a very small menu. They've got a couple of items that are on special for that particular day that you go. So I think that's a good touch. I would like to see perhaps their staff actually check on the people after they've eaten. Maybe come back around, say, hey, do you need to buy another bottle of soda? Do you need, you know, do you need me to clear the plates? Do you need any extra condiments? I mean, you know, something just to kind of provide a service of some sorts. Yeah, you know, I think that's about it. I really don't have too much more to say about it, but please stay tuned for the next video. That one is going to be a must-do on your list. So I look forward to talking to you soon. You guys have a great one. Thanks.